Okay. So for those that are watching the replay, I'm Violet, the founder and CEO of FemCity. Today, we're going to talk about the FemCity Founders Program. It is my favorite program because I get the chance to meet with our members pretty much every week, and it just fills my cup. And it's a really yummy program. And what I love most about it is that since it's our premium and our very high touch membership, it gives me the opportunity to really work with our femmes that are looking at really amplifying their voice, their brand, growing into new cities, expanding, amplifying their voice. I get a chance to work with them. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through the portal as well. And then we'll have some time for some Q&A. If you're watching the replay and you do have some questions, feel free to message me and I'll respond. And I do this every month. So if you feel like, wow, that was a lot of information and you forget in a couple of weeks, you can always hop on or you can watch the replay as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and walk us through it. I have every page open on my desktop because I'm looking at making things a little bit easier for our femmes. And I just had a meeting about our Sicily trip. So let's just start at the homepage. So as a founder member, you have access to everything that our business members have, and then more so. So you do have two portals here. You have the business portal, which is for our business members, and you have the founders. You have access to both as a founders member, but I'm just going to share with you today the founders portal because that's where you're going to find all your information. Make sure that you're logged in, and you'll know you're logged in because on the right-hand side, it'll say your member details. If you're not logged in, it'll simply say log in. So that's how you know if you're logged in. You will not have access to the portal unless you're logged in because these are protected, meaning that those that have those membership types only have access to those portals. For a cheat sheet, if you want to kind of see what we have going on for the upcoming week, you can always scan below. As a founder member, you have access to all of our chapters. So if you have, as an example, if you're in Miami, you have access to Boca del Rey, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Jupiter. You could even go to Orlando once if you want to take the train over there. So you have access to all of our chapters. And so that's really great for those that do travel. Here down below, you'll see that we have our virtual programs. And these are all business and founders. Since you're a founder, you'll have access to every single one. You can see which ones are only for founders because it'll just say founder circle. And then you can see which ones are for business and for founders as well. And then below, you'll see that we also have what's latest on the blog. You'll notice also that only our founders are featured in our blog because that's part of your membership benefit as well, is that you have access to become a contributor. You can interview other women. You can also share your industry best practices. As an example, Robin is one of our founder members. She's also a physical therapist. And so she wrote a beautiful article about reducing desk fatigue with some physical therapy tips that she shared here. And let me see if there's others here. Amy Bales is also one of our Founder Circle members. She's an attorney. And so she shared information about trademark. And then also Sarah, who's a trauma therapist. So you can see that on our blog. This one too. Shelly is one of our founders. She is someone who helps women get published. And so she shared an article there as well. And then our online classes, all the replays are posted here as well. Our founder members can also teach classes. They're generally our speakers, our teachers, our coaches, our writers, our contributors. And they're also the femmes that if I have a speaking opportunity that comes through, I will post it or email it to them directly. So as an example, yesterday, I had a lead with Good Morning America. It's a TV show on ABC. And they were looking for specific women to highlight. And so I shared it with our founders program. In the past, I did that, and we actually had one of our Founder Circle members get featured on Good Morning America, Danielle Woolley, and so that was super exciting. So anytime I get a PR lead, I will send it over to our founders, again, either through email or I'll post it on our Facebook group and tag the femmes that I think would be a great fit for that PR lead as well. I feel like the founders is also, if people are looking to hire me as a business coach, I feel like the founders program is really an economical way of having access to my brain versus paying to have me as a coach for you throughout the week, because we meet every Monday for our roundtable. Every Tuesday, you have an office expert on hand to go ahead and pick their brain. Wednesday, we do networking. It can be support circles. It can be referral programs. It could be our copy chats, and it could also be our signature meeting. And then on Thursdays, we have our creative hour. So again, it's really the more amplified membership. It's for women that are looking to really have more support throughout the week, more hand-holding, and also to surround themselves with women that are also amplifying their voice, their brand, their reach beyond their zip code. So if you are someone who you're looking to expand in a virtual space, the Founders Program is for you. It is not for someone who only has one location. It is not for someone that doesn't want to do anything online. It's really for women that are looking to surround themselves with that conversation, to always be talking about how to expand beyond their zip code, how to launch into all the other chapters, how to use our platform to showcase their expertise. Because the more that women see you, the more it's like advertisement. The more that people see you, the more they feel comfortable with you, and then the more likely they will to go ahead and purchase from you. So this is the Founders Members Portal. It has a welcome guide here that will walk you through the first couple of steps. If you've joined recently, you most likely received that email from me already. So it's pretty much the same information, kind of ways to get started. We've been around for 16 years, so there are a lot of benefits, and it can be overwhelming because you're just like, I don't know where to start. So my recommendation is just to start with what feels right, just once a week doing something with us. It could be the Monday roundtable, which is my favorite. It's a very small group. We kind of talk about our week. We talk about our goals. They pick my brain. I kind of give them guidance. Tuesdays are great as well. You always have an office expert on hand. I think today Biba was our office hour expert. So she's a spiritual coach. Sometimes we have a marketing expert. Sometimes we have a podcast expert. So that rotates. And those are always going to be Founder Circle members hosting those as well. And then Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time, that's going to be our networking. Sometimes it's 30 minutes. The only time that it's an hour is when it's the first Wednesday of the month, because that's our signature networking format, and everyone shows up for that, meaning 25 to 30 women. We have about 250 women in the program, but generally speaking, we have about 10 to 25 that attend our virtual, because we have so many offerings. It makes it so it's always a very small and intimate space. So you have access to the online meetups. You have access to the local events. Here's also a breakdown. Mondays for goal setting and roundtable. We always meet at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We have talked about having an evening session also available. So as we continue to grow the Founders Program, we most likely will offer those based on feedback. Tuesday is the office hours. Wednesday is the networking. And Thursday is creative hour. We always use the same Zoom link. So it's always accessible right here. It's always at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You do not have to join all of them. So I will never be like, Natalie, where were you? How come you didn't go? Like, it's really, you go at your pace. If you want to do a Monday, next week you want to do a Wednesday, the next week you don't want to do anything, the third week you want to, or the fourth week you want to do all of it. It's really up to you. There's never going to be any pressure. We do everything from a point of love. The membership orientation, which we're doing today, is always going to be here as well, so you can watch it later on. We do offer discount codes for our founder members. So here is, I probably shouldn't have it right there vocally for you to see, but anyway, hopefully that you will be honorable. Well, the two of you watching are founder members, but for those in the replay, don't use those coupons. But we always have coupon codes for those in our founder programs. They're generally $25 to $50 off. And then you have access to our library, so you can search for classes. Again, if you are someone who wants to teach a class, like we have Sophie Zolman, who's teaching a class on Zapier, and we have another member who's going to be teaching a class on AI for small businesses. So if you do have a class that you want to teach for FemCity members and for our community, go ahead and reach out to me, and we'll go ahead and work on it together, and we'll feature it in the library. And of course, we'll market it as well for you. You also have access to our guided worksheets, and then you also have access to being featured in our directory. I do try to prompt the directory to bring our founder members up in the search. So that's a manual thing that we do on the back end. So if you have created your profile, let us know. We'll go ahead and manually make it so that you're at the top of the search. We can go through that as well, so you have an idea of what that's like. And then this is the speaker sign-up sheet. So it closes on the 15th. It actually closes today at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You click on this, it's a Google form, and you're able to go ahead and sign up for the sessions that you want to go ahead and lead. I really try to give our founder members at least one opportunity each month to go ahead and be featured on our platforms, either as a featured expert, a coach, a panelist, a teacher in a program. Maybe you want to host a networking session. Or Monday mentorship is another one as well. Those are always our founder members that are hosting those. And again, I work really closely with them. And so if you have any questions, please let me know, but it's pretty self-explanatory here. Also, for those that are in our founders program, you do get a complimentary feature in our directory. We have a book coming out in November, and it's a book that we want to have come out every single year. So this is going to be the 2026. It's a guidebook for women entrepreneurs and professionals. And for those that are in our founders program, you have a complimentary directory feature, which is valued at $250. So if you'd like to submit your information, just click here, and that is complimentary for you. So there is that about the portal. If there's anything else that I add in the future, you will find it here. So sometimes you'll hear me say, look in the portal for this coupon, look in the portal for this new program. Everything is here for you. The only difference in the business portal, which again, you have access to, this one's just for the business members. And so it has pretty much the same kinds of things. They have their own programs. Monday is a live class or the mentorship, which of course is hosted by our founders. Tuesdays are sessions with me. Wednesday is generally hosted by our founders as well. If not, I will host it. And they also have their own coupon codes. It's less than the founders, and they have access to the same kinds of things. As you'll notice that they don't have a directory feature gifted to them. That is about it for the tutorial. Last thing is, I would take a look at our locations, because generally speaking, our founders are interested in joining 2 chapters and kind of attending both of those events. So this is a great place to find the locations near you. If you hover over their names, it will give you their email. If you hover over the learn more, it will give you access to their local web pages, so you can read more about that chapter. And if you do not have a physical chapter in your backyard, meaning that we don't have a FemCity chapter near you, you can also join our virtual program. We have a virtual US, and she has her own programming. So beyond what we offer, Jennifer does her own book clubs, and she does virtual networking, and she does a bunch of other events. And then also, if you're in Canada, we also have a virtual Canada chapter through Shoshana. She does programming as well. So you have that benefit as well, in case you don't have a physical chapter. In essence, there's a FemCity community for all women, no matter where you are in this world. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and see if you have any questions. The FemCity Founders Program is also for our international chapters. So you will meet women from other parts of the world, and we are looking to expand that more and more. So right now, maybe there's just a couple in Latin America and in Europe, but eventually we look to see us growing into more and more countries around the world and making it a place for women to connect across the globe. Okay. Any questions that you have for me? Go ahead, Natalie.
I have one.
Natalie, and then we'll go to Joy.
Okay. All right. So thank you for the intro, and obviously it I guess sold itself in the sense of that I already had upgraded to the founder membership, and so yeah, recently I joined as a business member, and I already see the value really of upgrading to founders. So a couple questions, and I ask them because other people may have them as well. Is for those of us who did join as a business member and then upgrade, so how does that work in terms of on the portal? Because the payment or shifting that over, or the sign in, because it looks like maybe it's a little bit different. And then the second question, which is also a benefit I understand of founders, is to be able to refer people. So to help promote the organization. So I understand there's a way to share that referral.
Oh, great question. Yeah, I didn't even go over that. So, so when you upgrade, that's a great question, Allie, because we do have some that will be upgrading into the founders. We only have 50 spots available. And the reason why I say that is because I really personally introduce and welcome everyone that comes into the founders program, I cannot do more than 50. So that's why we limit it to 50. I want to make sure I have the time to email you personally. I want to make sure I have time to meet with you personally. We do generally like a 20-minute chat. I want to learn about you so that when those PR opportunities come or the speaking opportunities come, I know exactly who to direct them to. So it makes sense for you. If you upgrade, there should be a prorated amount. Natalie, I'm going to make sure that your business is canceled just to make sure you don't get charged that one again. So I do have you added on my notes to take a look at that. If that's the case, you'll get a cancellation notice saying that your business membership has been canceled. It's only to prevent it from being charged again, because I don't want you to be charged again. However, generally when you upgrade, the system knows it works on your behalf, not on mine, meaning that it will prorate it. So sometimes people will upgrade to our $60 a month promo, but they just joined, the business membership like 2 months ago. It will know that you have about $60 or $70 prorated. So it may not even charge you. It knows that there's credit in that system. So your sign-in should be the same. Let me share my screen with you because I want to walk you through the login. When you go into your membership, let me just do that again so that I don't know if it captured that. When I click on my membership details, this on the left-hand side, these are the memberships. I have all the memberships because obviously I'm testing things a lot. So you probably only have one or two. You should not have as many as I do, but these are all me testing them. But on the left-hand side, that's where you'll have your membership details. You can also edit here. So if you ever wanted to downgrade, let's say you're like, you know what, I'm not going to grow globally anymore. I really just want to work on my one location, my yoga studio in my backyard. You can then downgrade, join a new plan. It will also know to prorate it on your behalf. If you need to cancel your membership, let's say you sold your company or you're retiring and you're moving to Fiji and you're like, I'm out of here. You just simply click on this button. You do not need to submit an essay. You don't have to go through 3 or 4 different roles of like how to cancel. I know what it feels like. I've done that with other brands and it takes me forever to cancel memberships. I feel like I have to like email them every day. For us, it's just literally one button here. If I click on it, it's not going to give me the opportunity to cancel because I have a global lifetime. So, but it's just that one button. If your credit card is stolen, you can update your payment methods here, writing off your charges. If you have your own business, you can look at your receipts here for your membership. If you work for a company, most of the time they will reimburse you. So if you're looking for your receipts, you can go ahead and click here. Editing your membership details here. No one sees this, which is why I still have brown hair here. But if you wanted to change this, you can go ahead and edit your membership details here. You can also change your location. So let's say you're moving and you wanted to change your location, you change it here. The only reason that would matter is that you would then show up on that city's report system, meaning that that president would know that you are her member, that she would know that she's kind of responsible for your connections. And also it would benefit you to have it accurate because of the directory. So here's the directory that I didn't go over. Here's your directory. You can search by chapter, you can search by industry, you can search by name. If for whatever reason, your industry is not here, and we've tried thinking about every single industry, but there's always one that's missing, please just reach out to us and we will add it for you. So it's not that we don't love you, it's that we literally just didn't think about it. You can search here, so that this is where it's important for it to be tagged correctly. You can search the directory here. And Stephanie's a new founders also, so it's good to see her here. I'm going to search from Miami. And it might be my connection. I know that girl. It's storming here in Miami. Anytime that happens, my Wi-Fi is wonky. So anywho, well, it looks like it's pulling Miami because these are all Miami Femmes. Yeah, these are all Miami Femmes. So she's also a founder. She's also a founder. And then of course she is too. So, and then you can search by name. So if you're like, I don't remember her name, but it's something like Violette, you can also search this way as well. And then as far as so the other question you had is the affiliate. So if you are a founders member, you have access to become one of our ambassadors and affiliates. What does that mean? It means that if you are interested in making money by sharing FemCity, 10%, so you're not going to be making millions of dollars, but 10% commission, it's still 10%. Pays for coffee, pays for maybe groceries, maybe pays for a pair of shoes. let us know and we will send you an invitation to join our affiliate link. You get 10% commission on any time anyone uses your affiliate link for FemCity and they join FemCity. And that's reoccurring. So if they join today, the founders, and it's $60, it will always reoccur until they cancel, and you'll constantly be getting that 10% on that membership. And that's only for our founder members and our board members that serve in the local capacity. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Natalie, because and I should have a link in the portal. So thank you, Natalie. I'm going to put that in the portal. Great. Are you good, Natalie?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Right, Joy?
All right. So like Natalie, I joined the business group and then I just upgraded to founders.
Okay.
I did create a directory listing and then I had trouble finding where to go and edit it. And then it seemed like through the founders portal, and if I did that, it said to add. So I don't know if I need to start over and add another listing or I can edit the first one. I got lost in the system.
Okay. Oh no, it's not good. Okay. So you shouldn't have to, but let's look you up and see. It should have remembered you because you didn't have a lapse of time. And even if you canceled and then rejoined, it should technically remember everything. But
Yeah, so I didn't cancel. I don't think I canceled anything. I think yeah, there I am.
yeah, so it looks good. You've got the tags here. Yeah, it looks good.
Now, how do I go and change that? I wanted to add something.
Oh, okay. So you're going to go up to edit your feature. Click here. You click this button here. And it takes a second. It looks like it's not working, but it takes a second and then it'll pop up. And you can edit there. I mean, it's editing mine. I don't have access to yours, but it's editing mine.
So for me, it came up blank and I didn't want to start over by adding other details because I knew I was there. So I don't know if
Same
it's
thing happened. Yep, same thing happened.
So you're saying that when you clicked on to edit, it didn't, did it take you to this page?
it was more of an ad. It was like you have to start over and add. It was like a blank fields.
Huh. Can you send me a screenshot of that so I can report it to IT?
Sure, I'll try it again and
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it should just be like this where you click on this and it does take a couple of seconds for it to pop up. Yeah, just send me
yeah,
because
all that was blank. There was that screen once, or as one option. Another time when I was trying to play around with it, it just said it was at the add. Like I'm a new member and I would have to add it. And I knew I already had uploaded or created a directory listing before. So it was two different screens. I found a similar.
just send me, yeah, and I hate to ask you, Joy. The only reason why I ask is I'm not getting that. And I know when I report it to IT, they're going to say, well, what does it look like? And so
Sure. No,
I tell them it's a blank
no, I
screen, be like,
understand that
well,
dynamic.
I mean, IT people are like, oh, we have to see it. And like, so I have to like submit a bunch of stuff to that. So send me a screenshot. I know that they're working on, I need to actually reach out to the founder of the platform that we use because I had asked for them to have a field where we can offer discounts, or if you wanted to barter with other femmes, that you would have it on your directory. And I had also asked for it to have, there was another field there. Oh, I know. It was all the social media. I wanted it to be hyperlinked so that, yeah, it's great that I can see your Instagram, your Facebook, but I wanted it to be hyperlinked and they were working on that. So it could be that they're working on stuff, but any which way, send me what you're seeing so I can follow up.
Sure, I'll work on it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Great. We have 3 minutes left. Any other questions?
So then I did the annuals. I don't have to do anything with the annual business. when I switched over to founders, or do I?
I'm going to make sure
Yeah, I know
that
you
it's canceled. Yeah, I'm
you
going to
were
make sure.
addressing that.
Yeah, let me make sure it's canceled because I don't want it to be 12 months from now. It charges you. So I'm going to look at yours and Natalie's just to make sure. Of course, you can go in and cancel it. If you have it up, you can just cancel the business one. But let me just go in and do it on your behalf to make sure it's canceled so you don't get charged that again.
Okay.
Great. And the founders will be on promo in, meaning the yearly option. I think it's towards the end of this year. When that comes around, and I think it's like 500 or 600 for the year, when that comes around, if you're like, oh, I'll save more money, it will prorate also what you paid into it. So don't ever feel like, oh, I just paid the $60 and now this promo is, it should prorate on your behalf. It's a setting that we change. So it should know, oh, you just paid 60, but now you want to go ahead and do the upgrade for the yearly to save more money. It should know the difference there.
So the what I just paid for like a month ago to the business, that'll probably be prorated with the original whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It should have been prorated unless you used another email. Like sometimes we have femmes that they have 3 emails and then they join a membership at one email and then they join another membership at another email. And then they get mad at us that we didn't know. And I'm like, well, they're 2 different emails and I can't decipher. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they're like, women coach 2 at.
I think I might have done that myself.
Yeah, it happens. I did that with HBO. I was paying HBO for like 5 years and had no idea I was paying for HBO also through my Hulu membership. Had no idea. I did that for like 5 years. So, of course it's my, they're not going to give me my money back. You know what I mean? Like it's on me, but I was like, yeah, it happens to me. Like I totally get it. And I'm in the subscription business, so I should know better, but it just happens. So anyway, all right. Well, it was great meeting you both, and I look forward to chatting
Thank you.
with you. Well,
Likewise.
yeah, anytime. There's no rush. Hopefully, we can chat by the end of July, but if it's in August, it's okay too. And again, it's just for me to get to know you, and so that I can send you referrals. You had talked about referrals. We do more referrals, circles and coffee chats. It's all geared towards sending referrals to each other. We do those on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays are all about that. So we break out into rooms to groups of 2 or groups of 3. And the whole prompt is, how can we help each other, sharing what you're going through, like what needs you need. And then, oh, I know so-and-so, or you know what, I can get you on my podcast. So we have the format already. It's kind of to help create more referrals. At the end of the day, it's humans do business with humans they know, love, and trust. So you do have to develop those relationships. I know sometimes we have new members that come in and they're like, I'm new, I just joined, and you should hire me. I'm the best coach. You should hire me. I'm the best coach. I'm like, people don't know you yet. Like, get into the space, get to become friends. And then once they feel your energy and your vibe, then they'll refer business your way. But generally, people do not give referrals to strangers unless they know you. So it takes time to develop relationships, but those turn out to be absolute gold because then you've got an army of women working on your behalf.
That's something that I appreciate about the organization. I get that sense already that it's, yes, we have businesses and yet it's more than that. So my sense that people actually develop friendships and long-term friendships and community, to me, that's actually even more appealing.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole. I mean, sometimes people are like, I don't like FemCity because it's too nice. Or sometimes you have people that cancel, like, you guys are too friendly. Like we are a completely different vibe. It's all about building those relationships that definitely, Natalie, they turn into best friends. I mean, you see it in person in Miami. I know you joined us at our Miami event last month. Or this month, I can't tell. No, last month. And you can tell that some of them travel together now. Some of them have created businesses together. They're on each other's podcasts. They've really collaborated. All of that is possible. Danielle Krause, who's like an opera singer, we're all like, we're going to go and see you sing the next time you're at the Opera House here in Miami. We're all going to go together. So those things take time, but they are solidified versus just going in and saying like, I'm the best and I'm better than all of you. And I'm going to take all of your emails. I'm going to put it in my database. I'm just going to spam you. And that doesn't work with FemCity. And so it does take a little bit longer because we are more focused on the relationship, but that makes it really concrete versus that superficial level of building relationships. It doesn't hold a test of time. We've been at it for 16 years. We're one of the OGs. So anyway, you guys know that already. So All right, we went over 2 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I love you both very much, even though we just met. I say, you know what, if people can hate others for not knowing them or without knowing them, I can love people without knowing them. So I love you all. Thanks so much for being a part of
I
our
like it.
and
Thank you.
I look forward to getting to
Of
know you.
course. Likewise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.